Neves, wake up.
Jesus!
I just got back from Fast X.
They're still making those?
Unfortunately, they are.
Okay.
I have an announcement to make. I am done with the Fast and Furious franchise. I'm done. I held on for too long. It's over. These movies are horrible. It's a horrible franchise, and I'm finished with them.
Who are you talking to? Oh, okay. Do you want to talk about the movie, or can I go back to taking a nap?
No, we gotta review it first. Then I'm done. I promise. I'm done. The meme's dead. It's over.
Fuck, okay! Let's go! Shit!
Welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast, episode 87.
Oh, shit.
I'm your host, Nathan, and I'm joined by the man himself, Matthew Neves, to my left.
Woo.
And today, let's ride, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be reviewing Fast X, or Fast 10.
Ooh, is this a prequel or a sequel to Pearl?
I'll tell you what it is.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Go off, Nathan. Go off.
Okay. You guys know me. If you guys watch the Real Talk Podcast, you guys know Fast and Furious, special place in my heart. We've driven the meme to the fucking ground. All right? I like the first couple movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot. Grew up with them. And saw Fast X last night. My expectations are extremely low by this point. We're at 10. I stopped liking them that much at 3 or 4 is acceptable. So my expectations are extremely low, especially with the trailer, Jason Momoa, all that shit.
We reacted to the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That was our first reaction, actually.
Yes, it was. Yeah. And I went in there last night, and oh god, does this movie suck fucking donkey balls, man. Everything about it. From the first fucking scene when Toretto is teaching a 7-year-old boy how to fucking drift a car, and then they cut to him, and he's airbrushed to all hell, looking like a bad Snapchat filter. Oh, man.
Yep.
Wow, this movie, I couldn't fucking believe it. The editing of this movie was fucking horrible.
It was.
The pacing of it was so fast, felt like I was watching a TikTok for 2 hours straight. Even in the emotional moments, they don't let it breathe. They keep it fucking going so none of them hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sit through all of that shit. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
And I don't even get the fucking Fast and Furious ending. I don't understand. There's a formula to this shit. Just like any other franchise that's gone on way too long. When I watch a Halloween movie, Michael Myers is going to kill some people. The main character is going to survive at the end.
Mm-hmm.
When I watch a Fast and Furious movie, the family's together, some shit's going to happen, things are going to blow up, and we're going to drink Coronas at the end.
Yeah.
And we're going to eat barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the fucking barbecue. I didn't get the Coronas. All I got was a 2-hour piece of dog shit. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And I can't believe it.
Can't believe it.
This movie cannot decide what it wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
Some characters are playing it straight, like it's a serious action movie.
Yeah.
And some characters are like in on the joke.
Yeah. I could
felt
tell.
like a parody a lot of the times, but some characters are not playing it like that. Like Vin Diesel is like taking it way too serious.
Oh, yeah.
And while the supporting cast isn't,
Yeah, like Tyrese,
Ludacris, like they are very aware of what the franchise is now, and they're playing into it, right?
Right. Damn, I fully agree with you, Nathan.
Oh my
I sat
God.
in the theater for this one. My seat was F9, which I thought was funny. I thought that was intentional. I'm not even kidding. And I was like, this is poetic. I sit down and like the first 10 minutes, I'm laughing at how horribly edited this is. This is one of the worst edited blockbusters I've ever seen.
Bro, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, who the fuck edited this movie? The millions and millions spent on those effects, on those huge set pieces, and the editing is
Yeah.
dog shit.
You could tell that they cut the emotional moments so short because they wanted to get to the next action scene. There's so
Yeah.
much action in it, but none of it has any weight to it.
It's so disappointing because that's the one thing about the Fast movies is at times they do have these emotional moments that sometimes get me, like
Yeah.
interested in the characters. You know what
Right.
I mean? Especially coming from watching the first few when
Yeah.
they have these moments of reminiscing about the past.
Yes.
like when Dom's like looking at pictures of his dad and thinking about the past.
Yeah.
But it's like he looks at a picture of his dad for 2 seconds and then it's
Exactly.
like let's blow some more shit up.
Yeah. No, the scenes are so cut so poorly, and also the soundtrack, the composing is so poorly done because there is no breathing room for it. So they're trying to put the "I See You Again" song in it,
Oh,
and it's like
man.
we see Paul Walker's picture for like 2 seconds, and then it's like I'm sad. It's like
It was Fast and Furious greatest hits. Like they
Yeah.
tried to do Fast and Furious greatest hits, but it was like they didn't let anything play out fully. Everything felt so quick.
yeah.
None of you didn't care about anything that was going on. Any of the side storylines. I didn't give a fuck about the Letty side storyline.
There's like 70 B plots in this movie. Like, hold on, let's name them all. Okay, so during the climax, we have Tyrese, Han, and the gang like doing their own shit. So that's one.
Right.
We got Vin Diesel versus Aquaman storyline. Then we have Michelle Rodriguez trying to escape prison. Then we have the secret agent Brie Larson and the Jack Reacher motherfucker.
Yeah, the
who
big Jack dude.
I guess he's the next CIA. When did the CIA come into these films again? Like, so we have like 4. I think there's a 5th one too. No, I
yeah,
think
we
there's
don't even
4 or
get
5.
Kurt Russell.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I think he was busy on other shit. But we have 4 or 5 subplots that are in this film. No, we have the John Cena and the kid. So yeah, 5 storylines happening at the same time, and they're all different emotions, and they're cutting between them every minute. And it's so comical. It's like
It's unbelievable.
how incompetent can you be with this?
It's unbelievable. None of them are making sense. They're intercutting horribly.
Yeah.
And there's no stakes for any of them. Like
No.
I don't feel it's gotten to the point where the most ridiculous thing could be happening, right? Like a bomb is rolling through the fucking streets of Rome.
Oh my
And
God.
people are shooting it.
Yeah.
And I am not like excited or worried one bit because it's Fast and Furious. Nobody's gonna they're gonna get out of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the ball like the highest stake situation could be happening, but I don't feel those stakes because they're gonna get out of this. This is
Oh,
the
yeah.
beginning of the movie. Nobody's gonna die here.
That whole scene was so comical.
Oh man.
Because I feel like another thing as well is they're treating like Dominic Toretto and his buddies as like superheroes.
Yeah.
Especially at the parts where he's like blocking the bomb with his car so that he could save an old lady. I'm like, what the fuck is it? What is this, Spider-Man? What is this, Captain America? What the
No.
fuck? Like, you can't do that.
It is seriously a superhero movie. And even the way the CIA guy talks about it is like the days are over of just a guy what he could do with his car. Like as if he's like Batman or some shit.
No, that whole scene
Like-
with him like talking down to Brie Larson, I'm like, guaranteed that was like an executive at Universal being like, dude, this ain't about cars anymore. All right, this is about the end of the world. And it's like, yeah,
Writing
sure.
fucking sucked.
It did. It very much did. Especially the parts where they tried to be funny. Like, I'm sorry, Tyrese. I'm sorry, Ludacris, but y'all ain't funny. Like,
Y'all ain't that funny.
oh,
They tried to bring fucking Skeet Davidson.
oh yeah, Pete Davidson's in this fucking movie. He plays the nerdy guy.
He plays the
Whoa.
nerdy guy, and he's on Discord in the scene. That's when I mentally shut off.
That must be a lot of range for him. I'm a fucking
like,
method
wow.
actor.
Pete Davidson has a Discord mod. This is fucking ridiculous.
I think the one character I related to the most was Han. I too looked confused and didn't know what the fuck was going on most of the film, just like Han did. He was just like, "What am I doing here?"
That's kind of how
I ate
Han
the
plays.
muffin. He was like that muffin scene where he's just looking at the movie and it's like, "That's my reaction to the whole film."
Isn't that horrible?
Yeah.
What a bad gag. It's like, yeah, Han like eats snacks in the old one. Let's make him eat a shroom for no reason.
That's the gag. Hold on, I gotta take care of my past.
And then he
Jason
trips
Statham.
for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And then goes on for this crazy action.
Yeah, they
sequence.
don't even keep the joke long enough. It's just like a 2-second thing, and you're just like, wait, what?
It would have been funny if like he was driving fucked up or something,
Yeah.
or he had to do something that required focus.
What if he was fighting, or Jason Statham was fighting him, and he's just like, oh fuck, who the fuck are you, man?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or his face was changing and
Yeah.
oh man.
Something.
They just went for the quick gag, and that's what
Yeah.
they do with everything in this movie. They just go for the quick gag if they
Yeah.
can, and most of the time it doesn't hit.
No, it
And-
really didn't.
And just the worst part of it is that it's not fucking over, you know?
No, yeah, exactly.
The
There was
worst part of it is that they don't wrap up this ridiculous Jason Momoa villain in this movie,
Mm-hmm.
and that we got to get potentially 2 more.
That's
with
what Vin
Jason
wants.
Momoa as the villain.
Here's
no.
the thing. Here's the thing. I gotta say something. I gotta say the most positive thing about this fucking movie right now.
What is it?
Jason Momoa is amazing in this film.
He plays the most ridiculous,
he's-
over the top.
I love that. I'm like, dude,
Funny.
if you're gonna go, you fucking go for it. He's aware. He read the script. He's like, all right, I'm gonna be like the most bombastic character ever. So he's got like the fucking genie look in that race car scene with
Yeah.
the purple. I'm like, yeah, man.
But it's like everybody's in on the joke except Vin. Vin's trying to win a fucking Oscar.
Yeah, I know. It's
He's
bad.
only doing is like he's talking like this. To Jason Momoa. And Jason Momoa is like painting dead guys' toenails and shit. Like
Yeah.
doing the most ridiculous villain shit.
I love that.
And it's funny, like the shit he said.
Yeah.
His jokes land
Yeah.
by far the most in
Oh,
the movie.
yeah.
His jokes are the best jokes in the best comedy in the whole film.
Even when he's serious, it's funny. It's like,
Yeah.
you killed my father. Now I break you. And it's just he's saying it in the most
How many
comical
times
way.
did they have to show that fucking pan shot after the?
Oh, it's hilarious.
The vault,
Dude, when it's the twist of the CIA guy was
Oh,
in the, oh my, it was amazing. I'm like, they're gonna bring him back. They're gonna bring him
It's
back.
like not only do you wreck on it once, you double down.
yeah, man.
Double down on it.
That whole beginning, I knew was gonna be like, this is the shittiest film because it's just like they're trying to intertwine it with the Fast Five footage.
Yeah.
and you could tell what is the new footage and what's the old footage, and like,
You're like, oh, Vin Diesel looks good here for 1 second.
yeah, he looks good in it. Yeah, he looks 15 years younger. Huh?
Yeah.
I wonder why. Holy shit, man! It's actually crazy how bad this film is.
I don't know if I could do a trilogy of this, guys. I'm so
No.
sorry.
Well, so the last one you saw was F9.
Yeah, I seen him. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see
Yeah.
F9. I saw Fate of the Furious, and even that movie, my brain was hurting.
Don't get me wrong. I left F9 like, wow, that sucked. That was really bad. That was like
Yeah.
ridiculous. But it felt less conflicted. Like, it felt like most characters were kind of in on the joke. I don't know. This one just felt
Worse.
much worse. The editing, like, I didn't notice bad editing on F9. or-
Okay.
You know, obviously the writing was bad, but
Yeah.
some of the jokes hit a little bit better, I think. and
Yeah.
Vin Diesel was a little bit more tolerable.
Yeah.
And this one just did nothing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely nothing.
I think they become less and less like movies and more like not even car commercials, more like what if scenarios where it's like, dude, what if like
It's just parodies.
Yeah.
It's a parody of an action franchise at this point.
because like what do you do after this? And I guess Vin Diesel's answer is anything. Literally do anything.
But yeah, and I'll just be happy if they do one thing. Find out what this is. Is this a comedy franchise now? Like,
Yeah.
is everything a joke, or are you trying to be Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
And do a serious action movie?
Yeah.
Pick one. You can't do this middle in between shit.
Because I remember Fate of the Furious, there were moments where it's like, what was it? Jason Statham was in an airplane and he's like fighting, and like it's Dominic Toretto's baby or kid or whatever. And I'm just thinking, this is borderlining like, not even like, it's like Rush Hour. This is like Rush Hour now. What the fuck like? I remember we saw the first one together. We saw the Fast and Furious. That one actually felt like a movie.
Yeah.
There was a storyline to it, but Paul Walker wasn't making like, oh, he's standing right behind me, isn't he? He's not like winking at the camera.
No.
He's playing it serious, but also having that sense of like, yeah, I'm like,
Everybody's playing it serious. Some of them have funny personalities, and there is jokes in that movie, right? But it's not never forced because everybody's playing it serious, and the movie kind of knows what it is.
yeah. What was Dominic Toretto's sister's name? The Paul Walker's wife in the movie. What's her name?
Oh fuck.
She's always downplayed in these movies now.
Oh yeah.
She's in it for like 2 minutes.
But she actively hates them.
Oh,
Like,
that's why.
She says
Oh, that makes
in
sense.
interviews, she's like, they really need to take it back to cars.
It makes a whole lot
There's like
more
an
sense.
interview of her like in Rome on the red carpet talking about we really got to bring this back.
She probably saw the script for this and she's just like, I'll have one scene with John Cena. We'll hug it out because technically we're siblings. You know, a scene that feels human. and then I'm out. I'm out. You could take the kid. I'm done.
Well, also, they're still trying to do this whole like Paul Walker's still around thing.
Yeah, that's starting to get a little bit annoying now.
And I feel like her character has to suffer because of it because
Yeah.
they come together,
Yeah, that's true.
right? They're still
almost-
trying to do like here's fucking Brian O'Connor's back for 2 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, you're
Oh
right.
man.
You're right. It reminds me of like it's the equivalent of like if they made like 5 more Black Panther movies and they always mention Chadwick. It's like at a certain point you just got to end.
Yeah, not only mention but like show like a shot of him in the background or like
Yeah.
always mention that he's still around. It's like why the fuck would you take it this far?
Okay, Nathan. Before we go more on a rant, I wanna give you 3 Fast and Furious questions. I haven't written them down on here because I know you read this Notion thing. So I'll give you one on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. Out of the 11 films, including Hobbs and Shaw, which one do you think is the lowest rated Fast and Furious film? Without looking at Rotten Tomatoes, I'm curious.
Without looking at Rotten Tomatoes,
The lowest rated.
the lowest rated.
Yes.
I mean, to me, like what's deserving of that title
Yes.
is Fast X. It really is.
Fair enough.
It's gotta be 8, 9, or 10.
8, 9, or 10. Okay.
It's gotta be 8, 9, or 10, and I'm gonna say it's. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's 9. 9 was.
F9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably wrong.
The real answer is the 4th one. It has a 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
no.
Do you know what the 9th one has? 59%.
Oh my god.
And Fast X has a 55%. Okay.
the fourth one is that tough?
The 4th one has 29. Tokyo Drift has 38.
Fuck
Too
off.
Fast, Too Furious has 37. And the Fast and Furious has the same 55% rating as Fast X.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
But let's be honest. We are well aware that Rotten Tomatoes is very like fluctuated when it
Yeah.
comes to shit like this. I'm gonna give you another question. This is on box office now.
okay.
Out of
They make money.
yeah,
They be making money.
out of the 10 Fast and Furious films, not including Hobbs and Shaw, how many of them have grossed more in China than in North America?
More in China.
Yeah, currently.
Damn. I feel like all these action ones translate well universally. So I'll say after 5. 5. Okay, so how many of the 10, right?
Yes,
I'll say like 4.
4.
Yeah. How close am I there?
Currently, it's 3.
Okay.
But Fast X is looking like it's going to make more in China, so you'd be correct probably like 2 weeks from now.
That's
Because Fast X
crazy,
right now has made 81 million in China alone. Domestically, it's made 91.
Wow.
Furious 7, Fate of the Furious, and F9 have all made more money in China than North America, period. Like,
Wow.
and it's like by a lot. It's by like maybe 20, 30, 40 million more.
I guess these action sequences, like, you don't even like they translate well to like worldwide box office, right?
There's not a whole lot of dialogue in these films. You ever notice that?
No, there's not.
So it's all just like reggaeton music on top of cars driving.
Oh
and
my
like,
god. The music, bro, every scene had to have music. Every fucking scene of this movie has music. Nobody could talk. They have to talk over music.
It's all, and I get it. I know why. It's all Latin-based music, but it's like I swear to God, I've heard this like on like radio stations all the time, and I'm just like, holy fuck, I gotta hear it again in the movie theater.
It's too much, bro.
Okay, one more question, and I don't know if you'll get this one, but if you do, that would be awesome. So the character Han, what was his first movie that he was introduced in? His first ever.
Tokyo Drift.
Ooh.
That's that one I know for sure.
Let me
That's
tell you. Let me tell you a little factual thing. So the director of that, do you know who directed Tokyo Drift?
No.
It was Justin Lin. Now Justin Lin, before directing the Fast and Furious franchise, directed this smaller indie film called Better Luck Tomorrow, which starred the actor playing Han, and his character is named Han in that film. And it was released in 2002. And he loved that character so much that when he directed the Fast and Furious, he brought that character into the franchise. That's a character he created, Justin Lin. Better Luck Tomorrow. See, look, Han Lu, 2002.
Wait, but is it about cars?
No, it's just about like kids like in high school and stuff like that. You know, rebellious teenagers.
But it's set in Tokyo?
It's set in the Fast and Furious like universe. Yeah.
God.
And I hear it's really good. I want to check it out someday.
Bro, that's kind of blowing my mind.
It's a crime drama. Yeah.
I've actually never heard about this.
Could you imagine like you wrote a character that not only like you love so much, but you were able to put into a mega blockbuster franchise?
But you know what? In Tokyo Drift, it fucking shows that he loves that character
Yeah.
because Han is so fucking cool in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He oozes fucking cool and says very little. Like to me, he's way cooler than Vin Diesel has been in the whole franchise in
Yes.
Tokyo Drift. And he's not jacked. He's not driving the sickest cars. Well, I mean, in Tokyo Drift, he is. He's driving the
Yeah.
fucking crazy Veilside RX-7. But, but him in Tokyo Drift, he's such a like fucking one of those bosses that like everybody respects and doesn't have to say much.
Yeah.
And I love that character, and it's so cool that his conception comes before Tokyo Drift because I do think it's one of the best well-written characters in the franchise at that time. I mean,
Yeah.
now he's just like you said, he's just looking around like,
What the fuck am I doing here?
what am I doing?
I thought I died.
yeah, so did everybody else.
I guess I'm back.
How funny is it when Jason Statham opens the door, sees him, think this guy is supposed to be dead for years, doesn't even like give any facial reaction, just goes, "Dead guy comes to my door for one thing, revenge," and then they just instantly start fighting.
That's not how you react when you
That's like-
when you see a dead guy that you saw someone that you thought died.
Yeah, like
Just what the
literally, you
fuck?
watch them burn in a car crash.
Nobody's ever really gone with this shit, man. Like especially John Cena. Yo, spoilers. John Cena dies in this movie.
For seemingly no reason. Didn't it feel like he did not? It wasn't like one of those. If John doesn't sacrifice himself, like movies, that's a cliche. In
Oh,
movies.
obviously, especially this franchise.
That's a cliche in all in so many movies,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like one guy sacrifices himself for the better of the crew.
Yeah.
In this particular moment, it looked like John Cena wanted to fucking kill himself.
It looked like he wanted to leave the franchise after 2 movies. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Like it didn't seem like he had to do that,
Yeah.
and he did it for no reason. He did it to like blow up like 3 bad guys, and it's like they've blown up hundreds already.
He already did that. Yeah. Oh
it-
my god.
He killed himself to blow up 3 guys.
You know what's crazy too is like Jason Momoa. He steps it up with each one, and it's just like, all right, Dominic Toretto got away in this one. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Fuck it. I'm gonna get 2 big ass trucks. I'm gonna smash them together with explosions.
His
And
plans are so fucking ridiculously elaborate, and then he always has a plan B and C. It's like when when Vin Diesel, the truck sequence, right? And then Vin Diesel drives off the dam. He's going vertically.
Yeah.
And shifting gears, by the way.
Oh, of course. You have
3
to.
gear shifts
Yeah,
while he's
you have to.
driving vertically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, wow,
You can do that,
this is amazing.
bro. I can do that, man.
And then he does that. He somehow pulls that off, survives, and then Jason Momoa acts like, "Oh, now I got you really where I want you. There's bombs all over this dam."
Yeah. It's almost like they took, and I feel like a lot of movies villains have taken away so much wrong. Is remember The Dark Knight? Remember Heath Ledger's Joker, his plan and stuff like that, and how it was like, yeah, there's parts that are a little too elaborate.
Sure.
But it wasn't super comical. It was like, okay, the pacing worked well within itself. So it's like, okay, so yeah, the explosion in the prison, yada, yada. Every other film took that concept and was like, oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, okay, so the villain just knows everything. And it's like, well, that's... No, you're not taking the good parts of The Dark Knight. You're taking the parts that people glossed over. That's not
Yes.
what you should do. This was like Jason Momoa played the Joker, but in the most unrealistic, most insane way possible. And with
Yeah.
a script that's so thinly written, it's like you could see more of the shit.
Yeah.
Because of that.
It's like he's playing fucking 60s Batman Joker. It's like
Yeah. I mean, I like it, but in terms of trying to look for a tone with this fucking franchise, it's not doing any favors.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun like Jason Momoa performance. If you like Jason Momoa, you'll like it. It's the highlight of the film.
I'd probably cut out all the scenes without him and just make like a super cut of like Jason Momoa and Fast X. I guarantee you, way more enjoyable.
Yeah, because it's like pretty funny, and then you get like a comedic tone from that.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, it just fucks up the tone of the movie, and you can't figure it out.
Most of the new actors that they introduce don't do a whole lot. Like Brie Larson helps out Michelle Rodriguez.
That's another thing is like they introduce a bunch of people that I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't spend time for me to give a fuck about these people,
Mhm.
and then don't resolve their stories.
Yeah, no. It's such a weird
It's
way
like,
of
come back next time.
literally. It comes off as that because nobody really dies in the film aside from John Cena, which I don't think he will. I think he's gonna come back.
Oh god.
There's so many weird instances of just like what was I gonna say? Like Gal Gadot coming back. Like what the fuck? What's the point of that? Is it because Wonder Woman's done?
Yeah.
Why is Dwayne Johnson back? Is Dwayne Johnson back? I never saw the credits for that.
So
Tell me the post credits because
the
I left
post-
afterwards.
So the post credit scene is, a guy, you don't immediately know it's The Rock. He's wearing like full like surveillance night vision.
Oh my
goggles,
fucking god!
Full like he looks like a Tom Clancy Splinter Cell like, cover, right? And then, but it's immediate giveaway because he's jacked as fuck.
He looks like a fucking tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he watches like some video where he's like, yeah, he comes to this abandoned factory where there's a video waiting for him, of course.
Yeah.
And then finally he like takes it off and he says some line into the camera and he's got the goatee again.
Oh, you got the goatee?
Yeah.
Damn, I guess he grew it after Black Adam.
That was a complaint that Hobbs and Shaw, he didn't have his famous fast goatee.
So what? He can look like Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna beat the hell out of Vin Diesel.
So yeah, so now not only the next one we're gonna get all that bullshit, but
Yeah.
add the Rock storyline to 5 storylines I don't give a fuck about.
It's probably gonna be 5, 6, 7. They can make as many fucking storylines. I won't care. If anything, I'll probably watch the Jason Momoa highlights on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll check those out. He's gonna be fun. It's just I'm not gonna sit through another 2.5 hour long car movie that isn't even about cars.
I think that this is where I let go. I've held on for a long time.
Oh fuck.
I've held on. What year did Tokyo Drift come out?
2006, man. It's been like 17 years.
6 years old when that movie came out.
Yeah, man.
Most of my life, I've been watching horrible Fast and Furious movies, and I've held strong. I've tried to stay with the family,
Dude.
but today, I separate from the family, bro. I can't do a trilogy of this shit. I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking do it. I couldn't wait for that movie to be over.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in that theater, nothing had me engaged. Nothing. I can't do a fucking trilogy of this. I'm
Well,
done. I'm done.
You're letting go.
Fast X is going to be the last one I watch.
What's your rating on it?
Out of 5 Coronas,
Out of 5 Coronas.
1 Corona out of 5.
Damn. I'll be a little bit more generous. I'll give it a
I
1.5.
Yeah. Oh, that's very true.
1.5 out of 5 Coronas. So that's a 3 out of 10? You got a 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. So yeah.
2 out of 10 is my 100% rating out of 10.
Alright.
This movie sucks donkey balls.
Yeah.
Like has nothing going for it. Nothing.
Well, I'm glad we won't have to watch another one of these. Because
I mean, I'm saying this shit. All it would take is like a convincing trailer that they're going back to racing, and I'm there first day.
you thought there was going to be racing in this movie, and there wasn't. It was just all right, let's go for the race. And it's-
Bullshit race.
Yeah.
Action sequence disguised as a race.
Oh my God, even the sister, that girl, that's another subplot that I just realized they mucked it.
See,
It
we've-
took 20 fucking minutes for that subplot to end. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There's
There's too much to complain about.
yeah. I wish I had some good take. I have nothing. Writing's bad. It's editing's bad. Everything's fucking bad about this movie. Performances are pretty bad except Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is my takeaway, I guess.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Real Talk podcast.
Yeah, this is a fucking brutal movie.
This one hurt my heart. This one sucked. Yeah. Thanks for watching this episode. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about Fast X. Is it as bad as we say? Are we exaggerating? Do you think? How much worse is this than the rest of them?
Yeah.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace. Let's ride.